Nashville is the place for cornbread and chicken, biscuits and barbecue. But Music City's palette is expanding with its growing diverse population. On Nolensville Road alone, you can sample fare from Greece and Turkey, India, Iraq, Mexico, and more. This fondness for international flavor extends beyond Nashville's human residents, though. Nowhere in Nashville will you see a wider ranging menu than at Nashville Zoo. Every day, the zoo's commissary staff caters to the exotic tastes of over 1,600 animals from around the world.
The Nashville Zoo spends over $800 a week on restaurant-quality produce such as kiwi, mangoes, apples, pears, and bananas. For the more exotic foods that cannot be obtained through normal produce companies, the zoo orders from specialty suppliers that carry items like rats, mice, rabbit, and quail, which are conveniently shipped frozen. 12,000 mealworms and 5,000 waxworms are consumed weekly by the zoo's larva-loving animals. Other animals prefer crickets. The meerkats and many of the zoo's birds consume roughly 4,000 of the hopping insects every week. Some foods are used as smears and scatters. Smears can be things like ketchup, honey, jelly, or some type of sauce. Each day, about 1.5 tablespoons of a smear item is spread around on the branches, plants, and logs of each animal's exhibit. This piques the animal's curiosity and helps keep their sense of smell active. Scatters consist of different types of fruits and cereals that the animals don't often get in their diet, such as mangoes, pretzels, and crackers. As the name implies, these items are scattered around each exhibit. Along with smears, scatter items help keep the animals' foraging instincts keen. The zoo's carnivores consume between 25 and 30 pounds of meat every day. In the commissary, Jeff prepares the morning meal for the African wild dogs. As with the meals for all of the zoo's inhabitants, the wild dogs' meals are weighed carefully to meet nutritional and dietary standards. The staff refers to a notebook that lists each diet and follows it to the gram. After the morning meals have been prepared, they are stored in the cooler while waiting for the keepers to arrive. By 8 o'clock, Jackie arrives to pick up the morning meal and treats for the African wild dogs.
So I'm putting the food out everywhere in the exhibit. Since we have 4 dogs, it's better if there are multiple piles so that everybody gets some. They do get fed 3 times a day, so we know everyone gets some. But this way, we ensure everyone has a fair chance at each meal. And this is their canine diet that they're getting. And then they'll come out and they'll run all over the place trying to find it. It's like an Easter egg hunt every day. They get 2 pounds each every day, so 8 pounds total throughout the day. Usually with their midday diet, we actually do dog training with them, working on some behaviors to make vet exams easier. And I think we have a ton of piles today, so the dogs should run around for quite a while. Okay, so now we just have to put out the ice treats, and then the dogs can come out. You guys ready for breakfast? Our pack of African wild dogs here at the Nashville Zoo consists of the mother, Whitetail, her 2 daughters, Heidi and Cleo, and then a dog that she raised as her own pup, and her name is Cruella. When we let them out on an exhibit and there's food out there, the public gets to see them run around and twitter, and it's just a really high-pitched noise, and sometimes people think that they're fighting. But if 2 dogs run to the same piece of meat and you hear a high-pitched sound, that's the twittering, and it's actually begging for the dog that has the meat to relinquish it to the dog that is doing the highest twittering.
The white-cheeked gibbon diet includes primate biscuits, lettuce, and an assortment of fruits and vegetables. The fruits and vegetables are rotated daily to add some variety to their diet. This morning, Stephanie prepares mangoes and lettuce as part of their first meal. By 8 o'clock, the gibbons' morning meals are ready to go. Jessica, one of their keepers, arrives to pick them up. The gibbon exhibit is actually a man-made island. The surrounding moat serves as a natural barrier, ensuring the gibbons stay on their forested island. The backside of the island reveals their overnight quarters. Using treats prepared in the commissary, Jessica works with each gibbon in a training exercise.
Can you turn around? Good girl. Tongue?
This training is for the express purpose of improving the safety of the animals and the zoo staff.
Hand?
Repetitive training helps diminish stress and relax the animal when human handling is necessary. After training, Jessica changes the drinking water and distributes the morning meal around the island.
And then we put our food out. We've got our leftover training treats that we can put out. And then we've got their enrichment today. Today is mango. Enrichment, they get 3 kinds of enrichment daily. In the morning, they'll get a special food item like the mango today. It's something not normally in their diet. And then they get a smear item. Today they'll get the honey. We put it on the trees, sometimes on the rocks. It kind of simulates the sap that they would get in the wild. And then they get a tactile item every day. Something for them to play with or manipulate inside. Can be anything from stuffed animals to PVC feeders to balls, hard plastic toys, lots of baby toys. And we're gonna spread their diet all around the island. We've got mesh feeders in the trees. We put it on the rocks. Anywhere where they have to forage to get to it. We just try to distribute it as evenly as possible around the exhibit so that both gibbons have a fair chance of getting a little bit of everything. We'll also check for old food that they've left from the day before and pick up anything like that. We'll pick up sticks that have broken off the trees, look for anything that could become a hazard to them. And also check the perimeter, make sure there's not any branches overhanging the moat on either side of the moat so that they couldn't potentially swing off the island. This is just smearing some of the honey on the trees, get it nice and inside the bark so they have to kind of dig it out a little bit. Muffy is the blonde one. She's the female. She's 39 years old. She's pretty old for a gibbon. Usually they'll live to be in about their mid-40s. And then we've got Henry the male, and he is 4 years old now. You can see him, he's a lot more visible usually running around on the ropes, swinging around, and like gibbons are known to do. As you saw, their diet consisted of a lot of fruits and vegetables. They are considered frugivores, so their main diet is fruits. And they also get a lot of leaves and greens, and then they get the little hard biscuits that I was laying around. They get 3 kinds. They get a leaf eater biscuit, a maintenance biscuit, and a browser biscuit. And they've all got different vitamins and minerals in them to supplement their diet, since our fruits and vegetables don't have the same qualities as to what they would get in the wild. As I said before, the moat is a natural barrier to them. In the wild, they won't cross a body of water unless there's significant branches that they can swing across without feeling like they might fall into the water. White-cheeked gibbons are found in Vietnam, Laos, that general area. Their numbers are dwindling, as is pretty common in a lot of animal species. A lot of it's due to deforestation, as well as pet trade and poachers. And these guys actually have a song that they sing. When you're visiting the zoo, a lot of times you'll hear them. The siamangs, which are our other gibbon species, are a lot louder than these guys, but you can hear them too. Usually they'll start singing once the siamangs start singing. They each have their own separate part of the song, so the males and females will never sing each other's parts. It is a territorial thing, as well as being a pair bonding. So when you've got a mated pair, their song will actually become more in sync as the bond grows stronger.
Nashville Zoo seeks to inspire a culture of understanding and discovery of our natural world through conservation, innovation, and leadership. White-cheeked gibbons and African wild dogs are just two of the endangered species the Nashville Zoo cares for every day. In addition, the zoo supports conservation efforts from around the globe. You can learn more about the Nashville Zoo by visiting our website at www.nashvillezoo.org.